Hello there, everybody. I'm Mr. Gamepie, and this is Let's Play Sonic & Knuckles Part 6. Last time we went through Hidden Palace Zone and Sky Sanctuary Zone, seeing the plot unfold. And, yeah, we accidentally turned into Super Sonic several times as well. Fortunately, I was always able to undo the transformation fairly quickly. In any case, this is the last level of the game, folks. Well, the last regular level, anyway. And we're gonna see tons of gravity things. Whether it be these little anti-gravity chambers that we run through, or reversed gravity, it's gonna be really cool, right? And there's these things right here. They can't hurt you. They don't really do anything, just look cool. Just for aesthetics. There's also these annoying spike guys. They can be kind of a void whenever they have the high ground, or whenever they just have a really low ceiling above them. But they're certainly not the worst thing that we'll run into here. Oh no. That comes later. You gotta make sure that this little laser pathway is actually on whenever running over it to progress. Whoa! Just barely dodged that. Now then, there are those electrical floors down there. There will also be electrical ceilings of the same style. Because of those, and the fact there's no water or fire in this stage, you'll definitely want an electrical shield. However, other than those floors, there isn't really anything that can protect you from most of the stuff in this level. I mean, the stuff that you usually find is those spike ball guys, or these little projectile things. I don't even know what they're supposed to be shooting. I'm kind of tempted to say explosives. Those look like bombs of some kind, but they don't explode. So there's that to consider. Also, just ducking. In fact, I don't think you even need to duck. You just stand there. Now, remember to never jump off these platforms, because if you do, they'll reverse direction, and you'll have to go backwards for a bit. Also, remember to jump off that platform. The first time that I got there, I just stood on it and died. Fell down the elevator. Now, this is a really cool room. You have to turn all the yellow lights on this little thing in the middle here. You have to turn them yellow. It's very interesting due to sideways gravity. And very floaty gravity as well. There we go. Now that they're all red, if I can get past it, whoosh. I kind of think that that's the engine to the death egg, but whatever. There's no, like, actual name for that area. This part looks really cool with these little yellow rings that you fly through. I mean, I'm always creating new superheroes and stuff, and one of my superheroes, he basically had this as his power. He's able to fly through all this stuff and ram through people. I'd really like to see this in a 3D game, because, I mean, it looks cool in 2D, but I think that it could look even cooler in 3D. Also, that's the end of the level. Alright, so here we have our mini-boss. He's got these little spheres that he's got around himself. It protects him with them. If you jump at him, hit his eye, which is his weak point, he'll lose one, it'll explode as a spike ball. He's kind of like the Metropolis Zone boss that we fought, you know, in the last video. To some extent, anyway. But he's got several more tricks up his sleeve. First of all, he's kicking my butt. And now he has this second floor. It's actually pretty simple to get past. Just hit him, and then run away. He'll chase you down, fire his laser a little bit. Then he'll chill out, spin dash to the other side, and then you jump at him. And then he'll chase you over to the other side of the room, fire on his laser, spin the platforms, being all like, darn it, I'm angry now. And then, bam. Yeah, this isn't really all that hard at all. I've got 0 rings and I'm fighting him perfectly fine. Also, I really like the way that his eye follows you across the room. It's like he's Kracko or something. You know, from the Kirby series. I always like it whenever bosses have something like that. Ah! Spike platform got in my way on the rebound. Oh well. Pretty sure I get some rings. Yeah, I do. Now, it is interesting to note that through the level select screen, you can actually get to this level as Knuckles. Normally, you don't get to this part. And it's impossible to fight this boss. Knuckles doesn't jump as high as Sonic does, and the boss's weak point is too high. Oh my gosh, this is getting annoying. Get back here, Ring. Okay, don't. This is one way to fight the boss. Just use invincibility time. Or, well, not even really use, just abuse invincibility time. And then bam. Oh, wow, I was jumping, game. You're not supposed to hit me when I'm jumping. That's... what? No. Get back here, Ring. This run is going much worse than the initial one. What? Okay, it just made a death sound. And now there's an actual death. Gee whiz. I need to stop being so careless and actually pay attention to what I'm doing. Here, let's try this again. Yep, spread them out. And then jump at them again. And then you go up. And repeat. At least theoretically. I was probably just getting too greedy with the hits. Now, these last couple levels are very interesting because they introduce a lot of 3D aspects. I mean, the main one here is these balls that are circling around the boss. I'd kind of like to see just outright 3D versions of some of these bosses. Like, I mean, you know, we're fighting him in a 2D plane, but it's pretty obvious that a lot of this stuff is moving in a 3D space. So I'd like to see what they could do in an actual 3D space with the ideas. It's kind of like one of the things that I always wanted from a Sonic game was basically there was that bonus stage in Sonic Adventure 2 where if you did everything perfectly, you would get Green Hill Zone in 3D. I always kind of wanted that, but for the entire classic Sonic series, like 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles. Maybe even Sonic CD. Just to see how they would do the bosses, what they would do with that, you know, what everything would look like in 3D. I mean, it's not ever going to happen. And, you know, now that I look back on the idea, it isn't really all that great, but, I'd still at least like to see the concept of the idea. And then there's that. That was pretty easy. Alright, Signpost, you're gonna go all the way over there. Because I want you to go somewhere special. I want you to go into space! Goodbye, Sign. Alright, now we have another amazing background as we see Mobius, you know, from space. Also, we have gravity. More gravity, that is. Now, whenever you press up, you still look, you know, relatively up, and whenever you press down, you still crouch. So, that hasn't changed at all. No need to worry about that. It's not nearly as disorienting as it looks initially. And ow. Also, there are these really cool, little doorway things. They actually had those back in the first Sonic game, but there were only like 2 or 3 of them. Here, they'll be much more prominent. And now, hallways with spike and explosive shooty thingies. And now, upside down! It's hard to tell which direction this platform moves you, but in general, it's just gonna be the opposite direction in which you're moving. They just say, hey, let's make it harder for them to move. Because, you know, whenever you're playing as Sonic, that's kind of something you expect to be able to do, move. And they take that away from you, and it's like, well, darn, what am I doing now? Which, you know, you kind of expect the last level of the game to throw some stuff at you like that. It is important to note that these platforms do actually break apart and fall after some time. So, after basically initializing the weight and direction that this stuff is moving, you better get off of it quick. I'd really like an electric shield about now, but no luck with that as of yet. I'm sure that if I actually went into the star posts and stuff, I would be able to get something. But no. And now I can't double jump anymore. And here we go! Spinning across the world. These little energy sections, they're kind of time-consuming, but they look cool. There's no doubt about that. And electric shield, perfect. Just what the doctor ordered. Aha, you with the spike ball. You needed to die. Which is why you did die. Aha, this hallway! Just ignore the platform and walk forward. Alright, folks. This has been Let's Play Sonic & Knuckles Part 6. I've been Mr. GamePie, and next time, we finish this up. See y'all later, everybody.